overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
The trip of the summer is coming. Collective Soul. Live. Summer Unity Tour 2025, August 21st, Pinewood Bowl Theater in Lincoln's Pioneers Park with Our Lady Peace. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Collective Soul, live, Our Lady Peace, together.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in August. Try their brand new S'mores Cold Brew with graham cracker cold foam. Also try a S'mores croissant and add cake batter cream cheese to any bagel. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Nebraska football opens their season on Thursday, August 28th in Kansas City, and you can be a part of the best pregame tailgate party with Blur Events, live from Kauffman Stadium, home of the Royals. Doors open 4 hours before kickoff with a live DJ promoting interactive competitions and giveaways, tailgate games like cornhole, flip cup, and beer pong, access to ballpark concessions, and available air conditioning. Book your tickets today at blurevents.com/Kansas City and hang with 93.7 The Ticket on the scene prior to Nebraska versus Cincinnati on August 28th.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert, driving left side is Blur, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete days away from the kickoff. Did I throw you off a little bit right there, Nick?
Well, no, I understood right from the get-go what you were doing. Mm-hmm. I just didn't understand maybe why we were doing it.
7 days away from kickoff.
That's true.
7 days and about 10 hours, give or take. Okay. And I can't wait, man. I cannot wait.
It's happening quick.
It's happening fast.
I mean,
man.
Here's the way to look at it: is a week ago you had your back procedure.
I was literally in surgery right now.
That is right.
I was literally laying on my tum-tum. And did you call yours when you were little? Was your tummy?
I did not. Well, tummy,
your
yeah.
Tummy.
Never the tum-tum.
Your little tum-tum. Well, your little tum-tum is not even a tum-tum anymore. It's just a tum.
Yes, it is. Oh, don't get us started. I already heard Jake was talking about me again on the show this morning.
I picked that up a little bit. I'm gonna weigh in. He said you attacked a dessert bar.
He has to understand that words are actually meaningful, and they don't hurt me, but at least be accurate. And Bill comes out during the commercial break. He's like, "Swim, Jake says you attacked this dessert bar yesterday."
Did you, Nick?
I had one. It was a mini, and when I say mini, it was in one of like the tall, narrow shot glasses. It was a mini pudding, strawberry pudding thing with a macaroon on top.
The macaroons.
It was one of the mini macaroons. It's not like full size macaroon, because it was all samples. It maybe in the game during the games later this year they'll be full size, but it was all samples today or yesterday. And so to say that I attacked the dessert bar,
he made it seem like you were.
I know. I took one of everything.
Let me say this: it was portrayed as, whether that was intent or not. I'm always giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
Whether that was intent or not, it made it seem like you gave a couple stiff arms,
not one bit,
and a Amir Abdullah face mat. Just shakes and grooves as you cut through the line and grabbed yours.
I'll be honest. If you're fortunate enough to find yourself in a suite this year, if you're fortunate enough to find yourself or somebody that you know in a suite this year, they are going to be treated. I mean, my word, it was. So in that area, the GM of Aramark was kind of telling us and walking us through some of the stuff. And I know we'll get to this later, but he was walking us through that you get like 3 different options of what type of food that they want. And so what they had laid out yesterday was like charcuterie boards and beef short ribs and salmon and crab legs and shrimp. And then over on the right side, I can still see it as vivid as possible.
I can still
there
see
were
it.
2 T-bone steaks. And it was me and a couple other media members who were looking. We're like, man, is somebody going to cut into those, or are they just for presentation?
Just for the presentation?
Yeah, is it just for presentation? And then on top of that, they had the dessert charcuterie board. Oh
my goodness!
And so it was pretty spectacular. But for all of us that will be indulging in the general public concession stands, there's going to be a lot of good food as well.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to dive into that as well, folks. I'm going to get some of these texts pretty quick, as we always call this section our heat check and rapping. We're going to keep rapping. Nick is going to. We're going to go deep dive in that 9:30 about the new food options that are at the stadium that was rolled out yesterday. Nick had a chance to experience that firsthand. His taste buds, as you can tell, are still on high alert. And the palate is still craving some more from what it sounds like. He did not stiff arm anyone. No one was hurt.
No.
As Swim went to enjoy some of the samples there.
I felt like at times I was too patient.
Yeah.
I needed to be a little more
aggressive.
A
little more aggressive. So at 9:30, we're going to discuss that. Of course, we got history at 9:45. 10 o'clock, Husker. We had running backs coach E.J. Barthorpe was on the mic yesterday, as well as tight ends coach Satterfield was on the mic as well. 10:30. Probably carry that over a little bit more, but also there was a Husker that signed a huge deal. In fact, this individual's face was plastered all over the library yesterday in a life-size picture, if you would. We'll maybe get into that as well. Some NFL action will take place tonight, but it's going to be Huskers up. It's 7 days out from the kickoff. A few of the texts right here. Brad from Baldwin. Brad, I'm glad you're back too. I was texting Brad back and forth yesterday. He was in Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So Brad, I'm glad you made it back safely and in your right mind as far as that goes. He goes, morning. Morning. Glad to be back and hear your voices. It's great to see your text, Brad. Kansas City, here we come next Thursday. Absolutely. Rubber Duck from Lincoln. What's up, Rubber Duck? He goes, AD, buy a suite and raffle off tickets each game so we can get a taste of that food.
There you go, AD. Just buy a suite. Can you get a suite for us, please?
I'll talk to Dennis LeBlanc on that.
Yeah, exactly.
That is not in my pay grade as far as that goes. Disc Golf Jakes, well, good morning, brother. He goes, I'd stiff arm Sorensen to attack that dessert bar. Sounds delightful. It sounds like it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. There was a lot of different things that they had there. I can't give everything away right now. We got to talk about it at 9:30. It was spectacular.
We're going to deep dive because I got some pointed questions.
And Aramark did a great job of they had their general manager there. They had their head chef there. And they were kind of able to break down everything. They were asking questions. They were asked questions that they were able to answer. I mean, this is an overhaul for Nebraska football because it's not only just the food, but it's also things downstairs on the concourse. How can they get people through the alcohol lines the quickest and most efficient? And so they're going to they kind of filled us in on all that. Average checkout times, what their goal is, and so I can break that all down.
We're going to break that down because I got a question for you too on why they made the switch. So keep that in your mental Rolodex to do that. Big B, good morning. Welcome back, AD. Glad to hear your voice and sound strong. You're on the men. Big B, appreciate you, man. Love you, brother. I am definitely on the men. Each day is getting better, Swim. My days, it's a little weird for me right now in that. And Big B, I feel good.
Yeah.
It's not the pain prior to surgery that I'm feeling. It just feels really sore.
Yeah.
And I know Brad gets it. I know old dad 34 has had some procedures. A number of you on there have had some procedures done. If not you, your spouse. It feels more like I was an operation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just soreness from that. My walks, mornings when I first get up are a little rough because it's
a little stiff.
Yeah, a little stiff. But other than that, man, once I get up and get my morning walk, I'm good to go. There's still a little gimp in the step, which is natural, 7 days out. But it's when the hardest part for me, dude, the hardest part of getting up early still, I'm used to knowing that I'm going to go pound it out in the gym for an hour. You know, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you know, I was heading to the gym at, the Farrells for the 7:00 class. And then after that at 7:45, I'd go lift and then come here. Filling that gap in has been tough because I only can walk, for about 15 to 20. I'm working my way up to 20 minutes, which I'll probably do that starting tomorrow. He said, give it about a week. So that's been the mental part, and going to my basement.
How long are the walks right now?
Right now, they're averaging from 10 to 15 minutes,
Okay.
10 to 17 minutes. I think this morning was 17. What I have noticed, though, the calories aren't burned as fast because I'm not exerting so much energy.
Well, no. Yeah.
The first day I was walking, it was like 30 calories. I took 8 steps, because
exactly.
they were so labored.
Yep.
So now it's a lot. It's getting easier, and it will continue to. Talking to a few buddies of mine that have had it done. Of course, big shout out to our guy, my former teammate Todd Euler with Window Wednesdays. Todd has given me a lot of insight, a lot of advice as well. A number of others. Of course, big shout out to our buddy Kyle Schunkweiler, man, at Sport and Spine. Has been helpful. And then also, man, I want to give a shout out to my man, Jeff Freeman. Jeff Freeman's a chiropractor here in town as well. He has mentioned, he's reached out to me a number of times on social media. He's a chiropractor here in town. He had the procedure done, but he didn't do surgery. He did the shots instead. And it took a little bit more time, to my understanding, but he runs a practice, so he couldn't afford to be out of business that long, out of doing things that long. So that's the toughest part about the morning routine and getting used to that aspect of it. Nick, let me ask you this, man. The other day, you saw us a picture in the weight room. You're doing the triceps.
Yeah. I didn't like filming myself, but I had to for the group chat.
It's motivation, man. You don't know who you're inspiring there, Swim.
Very few.
Why do you say that?
Because I didn't. I mean, it was, first off, I was one of 4 people in there. It was 8:50 at night, but it is what it is. But yes, I did send a video of a tricep extension.
Those are some of the best times. IQ crew, good morning to you. He goes, it's okay, Nick. The PBB is infinite. And it's pulling up. It goes, feel free to indulge. I totally agree with you on that. Eric, what's happening? He goes, it's just a different pain, but the pre-surgery pain was gone right away. Yes, I mean, you're spot on, E. It's a different pain. It's like I said, it's not that pre-surgery pain where everything just hurt like crazy. It's definitely a different pain, but I know it's coming to an end. That's the good thing about it. Old Dad 34, Nick, what's up with Jake throwing you under the bus 2 days in a row? He did it yesterday too.
Yeah, it was worse yesterday.
See, I was speaking yesterday, so I couldn't hear.
It was worse yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
So the way it all broke down was
Jake,
he blamed me for not letting him know that we could go and try the new concession stand items.
How was that your fault?
Because so there's a few of us at the station that get the emails from the media folks. But here's the thing, AD, is you just have to email Keith Mann and be like, hey, can you put me on the media, the email list? Jake has willingly chose to stay off of the email list.
Okay.
So Jake got mad at me on air and talked bad about how I hadn't let him know that, hey, this is a thing.
So what are you, a secretary?
That's what I said. Is it my hey, Jake, do I have to tell you everything? Like, you just sign up for the emails and you would know everything about it.
That's not right, man.
Yep.
That's not right.
It's not.
Hey, this is...
So I appreciate Old Dad 34 talking the truth. I appreciate that.
Nick, another thing I want to jump into while we got some time here. Did you hear about the gunshot that went into Andy Reid's office?
I did.
What is up with that?
When he was there.
Yes, I guess it happened back in May.
Yeah, he was sitting in the office. That is what is more surprising, is that we never found out.
No, that happened 2.5 months ago.
Yeah. Well, I think it was May of 2024.
It was 2024.
I believe it. I believe it was 2024.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was over a year ago.
Thanks, Rudy. Rudy was like 2 years.
Yeah, it was.
So that was a year ago.
A year and a half ago, almost. A year and 4 months, or 3 months ish. But that's what's most surprising to me, is that we never found out about it. There was never a moment
I
where
wonder how they kept that so hush hush.
And so, I mean, think about that though. You're just sitting in your office as the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, and a bullet sprays through the
Heaven forbid,
glass.
that'd be like somebody driving down O Street right now and just shooting in here.
Yeah.
You ever been in a drive-by shooting? Nick?
I have not. Hopefully you haven't either.
Oh, I've been in some situations.
Okay. We don't need to dive into that. This is getting uncomfortable.
One time it was me and Nut.
Yeah. All right. No,
seriously. It is not a fun situation.
Yeah, in all seriousness, though, I mean, I can't imagine, number one, that they were able to, like you said, keep it under wraps. I mean, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. How did that even? Now, I've never seen the Kansas City Chiefs offices, so I can't tell you if it's like possible for just the general public to be able to see into Andy Reid's office. But I mean, if not, then like there's a lot more things going on.
This is from the AP. Multiple sources. He was working on his office in May of 2024. Bullet fire from outside a building broke through the glass, left a hole through the window blinds, got lodged in the wall between his bathroom and entry door to his office. They installed bulletproof glass soon afterwards. The Star reported that 2 more bullets hit the facility, with one striking the 3rd floor and another an outdoor air conditioning unit. Few people in the organization knew about the incident. Even in the organization, Nick, few people knew about it.
Wow.
Now think about that.
It makes me wonder what the. I mean, here's the other thing is, and this is trying to be as sensitive to this topic as we can be. What was the desired outcome? Like, is it to actually inflict harm?
They just won the Super Bowl.
Or is it to inflict harm, or is it to just scare? Like, because like that's the thing, is if it strikes the AC unit, then it's like how much, what aim, and like I'm trying to be as sensitive as possible with this conversation, because it went through the window, obviously, of Andy Reid's office. But the other part of it is, I mean, once again, is you have as much control over that situation when you're holding the gun as anybody, right? So like which is really scary to think about.
It is, and a guy of his stature, this is just me. If something like that went down, I might be thinking about some security.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And speaking of security, Nick, the number of houses that were getting robbed, and it wasn't just football players. They were robbing basketball players, football players, and everything else. When you make that type of money, I would not rely solely on just an alarm system.
Yeah, there's a target on your back.
I would have guards at my crib.
Yeah.
24/7. I just would. When you're that target, you're paying that, you make that type of money, paying a security system, at least while let's say you don't live in that town that you're playing in.
Yeah.
For instance, I'll just say Green Bay. A lot of those guys don't stay in Green Bay afterwards.
Exactly.
But while I was there, if there was a situation, I would have security 24/7.
That's what makes me wonder about like Patrick Mahomes.
And it's sad, man.
And it's really sad because like Joe Burrow's house was vandalized or was broken into. You remember that one?
Kelsey's.
He actually, I mean, Joe Burrow actually talked about it on the quarterback documentary that they just released. He kind of walked the viewers through kind of everything, and he goes to practice the next day, and he was like, yeah, they took all the jewelry, all the chains, all the watches, and stuff like that. So I mean, it's really unfortunate there, but yeah, I think it's a target on your back, one that probably very few of them ask for, right? But then at the end of the day, it's what measures can you take to ensure safety. I mean, think about it, especially when you have a family. Think about like a guy like Patrick Mahomes. Now on the field, a lot of people can say what they want about him. They can talk about how they hate him and all that and the other stuff. But think about a guy like Patrick Mahomes, who's got 3 kids,
right?
Wife at home.
Yeah.
Like how do you go on the road for a road game and not be able to be there? And make them feel safe?
Yeah, I'm having some security at the house, man, 24/7 as far as that goes. Keeping on the Chiefs real quick, Nick. Did you see Kingdom that came out about the Kansas City Chiefs?
I've seen the previews. I haven't seen it yet.
Folks, regardless if you're a Chiefs fan or not, I would highly, in fact, text us in 402-464-5685 and let us know if you've watched Kingdom yet. And it is absolutely awesome. Raph has actually tipped me out to it a week ago, I believe, because when it first premiered. And in fact, it was a week ago today because I kept falling asleep because I was still, on all the minutes and everything. So I DVR'd it and I finished watching it, I think this past weekend. Dude, you got to watch it, Nick.
Well,
you got to watch it.
And they came out with the new Dallas Cowboys documentary as well on Netflix. And I started watching that first episode. And
what'd you think?
It's very interesting because without giving too much away, because it just came out, the way that I feel like Jerry Jones has changed since when he bought the team to how he's running it now. I don't know how to explain it, but it almost feels as if old Jerry Jones would fire new Jerry Jones if he would see how things were going.
Really?
It's really interesting.
I gotta check that.
And it's hard to explain until you kind of just, we all have those things where it's like we just feel like this would be the case, and it's difficult to explain. That's how I feel about Jerry Jones right now. It's just it's a bizarre type of feeling. And now the Cowboys, obviously they've tried it with their biggest players of the whole, trying to hold out and not re-sign guys and not extend guys and not get them the contracts. But then they always fold, and the Cowboys always end up paying more than what they needed to initially.
Which, at a scale of 1 to 10, what's your judgment on Micah Parsons being signed before week 1?
Oh, I think they get it done. I think it'd be incredibly disappointing for the entire Cowboys franchise if they don't get it done.
We're talking Jerry Jones now.
Yeah, but you're in. I think there's two levels to this, because number one is the Cowboys cannot allow a player like Micah Parsons to just walk. Number two is I think the asking price is so high that it's very, very, there's very, very few suitors that are willing to pay what the Cowboys are demanding for Micah Parsons, which I get it, right? Like there's been a lot of people that have said it's similar asking price to the Khalil Mack trade a couple of years ago, similar positions as well. And so Khalil Mack was later in his career too. So you're getting Micah Parsons as he's in the prime, entering the prime of his career. So there's the asking price, I think, is pretty steep for that guy, which means there's very few teams that are willing to give it up.
It's going to be interesting to see what takes place, and that's coming up very quickly. Lemon, good morning to you, brother. He goes, America's Team just came out on Netflix, and Jay Foreman, who is not a Cowboys fan, no, he is not, said it was good. Yep. I saw the first episode, and it was pretty good. Lemon, thanks a bunch, brother. I can't wait to check it out. I might check that out tonight.
We haven't heard from Lemon in a long time. Lemon, good to talk to you again.
Good to talk to you, my man.
We haven't heard from you in a while.
Folks, when we come back, it's all about that good food. That good food that Nick was able to try yesterday. Nick, I'm actually really excited to hear just what you got.
I find it more fascinating the not only the concepts, we'll kind of dive into that, but then more importantly, like for me, it's how quickly and efficiently are they going to be able to get people and fans through the lines back to their seats.
Interesting,
right?
Yeah.
Alcohol is a new thing there, so that's the logistics of it are what impressed me the most. So I'm excited to share those.
Folks, we'll be right back. It's The Drive. Nick and AD holding it down. We'll be back.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in August. Try their brand new S'mores Cold Brew with graham cracker cold foam. Also try a S'mores croissant and add cake batter cream cheese to any bagel. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here a roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
From the capital to castles. Starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. Visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SartorHeyman.com.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light winds. An afternoon high around 88. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, below near 67. And tomorrow, a chance of showers and storms arriving in the afternoon. Otherwise, mainly sunny skies with light winds and a high around 90. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker, 93.7 Ticket, and theticketfm.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here a roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
If the power is out, traffic lights might be too. If you come across a dark intersection, treat it like a four-way stop. See more tips at les.com/safety.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
7 days till kickoff. 7 days till kickoff. Folks, it is 7 days till kickoff, but before we do the kickoff, there's people who help us kick off this show and keep it rolling as well. This segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. You know, protect your home, your vehicle, your family, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 and see or check out two of his locations in Lincoln or in Seward, Nebraska, right down the road, and see how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you.
That's right. AD, yesterday, we were fortunate enough to try out some of the new concession stand items at Memorial Stadium.
Yes.
And so just a reminder for folks, Nebraska's entering a deal with Aramark Sports and Entertainment. The Aramark will now be in charge of all food and beverage situations and events that are going on at the university at Memorial Stadium. They're in charge of everything that's going on basically at every Husker facility except for Pinnacle Bank Arena, obviously, because Nebraska does rent out Pinnacle Bank Arena. But this is accurate for places like Devaney, for Hibner Stadium, for obviously Memorial Stadium as well. And there's a couple of things here first that I want to touch on. And let's first start talking about alcohol. So the general manager, the district manager for Aramark Sports and Entertainment, Tim Witkowski, spoke with us yesterday. And he was talking about how there's going to be 121,000 cold cans of alcohol ready to serve every Saturday.
So much for the 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
That's right. Right.
121,000.
121,000 cold cans of alcohol ready to be served on every single Husker home game day. Now, the other interesting point about this, there's going to be a lot of self-serve stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So where there'll be somebody that's working the fridge, the refrigerators, just to check IDs.
Mm-hmm.
But basically then it's similar to what we experience at Pinnacle Bank Arena, if you've experienced it, to where you open up the fridge, you open up the cooler, you grab your drinks, you scan it, and you're on with your day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the technology that they have included at Pinnacle Bank Arena on the concourse, and they showed us yesterday, for those that wanted to see it kind of in action, is they said that on average, checkout times per person are 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And so they said, now obviously there's going to be issues and there's going to be slower. There's going to be slower people than others, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, when it's all said and done, it should move people through the line at a pretty effective pace.
Nick, some of those other beers they mentioned, there's going to be their local options: Zip Lines, Dear Old Nebraska Brew, Nebraska Athletic and Cross Strain Brewing announced Cornhusker Crusher as the official craft beer of the Huskers. Other beer options will include Bud Light, Coors Light, Modelo, Michelob Ultra, Miller Lite, Busch Light, High Noon in the seltzers as well.
That's right.
They will also have non-beer alcoholic selections available as well there. Nick, we're talking about a very strict ID checking policy.
Very, yeah. And Aramark made it very clear. They're going to check IDs on 100% of transactions. So he said this verbatim. He goes, it doesn't matter if you're 21 or if you're 81. He said, we're gonna make sure that everybody gets ID. That's how we do it. The Aramark Sports Entertainment, for those that are interested, they have about 22 other collegiate institutions where they are the sports and entertainment, food and beverage host, if you will. And then that also that does not include their NFL agreements. They are in Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. So where Nebraska fans will be next week, that is all Aramark Sports and Entertainment. And so that is kind of the situation there. A lot of similarities from what you'll experience, I'm sure, at Arrowhead for those that are going to be indulging in the concession stands, but then also into the alcoholic beverages side of things next Thursday at the Nebraska game. A lot of those similarities will be at Memorial Stadium the following Saturday.
And they will end alcohol sales to the end of the third quarter.
Yep.
And a rule that we all knew that was coming. If you leave the stadium, you cannot come back in the stadium.
Yeah, which makes it very interesting.
I'm sure Champions Club love that.
Well, I'm sure a lot of tailgaters love that, right? Because now it's if you leave, you have to well, number one, you can't come back in. But then, that keeps a lot of money in the stadium.
Yeah.
Right? Because
and I don't blame them.
I don't blame them for
we're one of the
business
last
standpoint,
college stadiums to allow people to leave and come back anyway.
You're absolutely
because
right.
across the country, out of the games, even talking to some of my buddies and coaches, they were like, we've been doing that for years. If you leave the stadium, you're out.
I worry about folks now overindulging before the game to kind of, so then they can, because I can hear them now. Just let it ride. Just let it ride. Got to get ready. Got to get primed up, ready to go. Let it ride for 4 quarters.
Well, you know what, though? I tell you what.
That's where you got to have issues.
If they have too much, they won't see the rest of that game because security is going to be stepped up dramatically.
Yeah.
Anybody belligerent that's been drank too much prior to getting in, they'll be watching it right back at that tailgate. Because I just, because of the, obviously, just because of the liability, et cetera. If, people that are staunchly against it, let's be honest. There's a lot of, and to each their own. I get both sides of it. I totally get both sides of it. The folks that never wanted it there in the first place are going to be Hawkeye on the people that overindulged. And you know what? And rightfully so.
Sure.
If you can't go to a game without getting smashed to where you're making the experience worse for those who decide to go sober.
Making a fool of yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, so, I think, like I said, they are going to be on the alert for people that are out of control.
Yeah, absolutely. This is an important note. So they gave us a sheet that kind of laid out some details here. It says Aramark Sports and Entertainment, University of Nebraska Athletics, and the University of Nebraska Campus Recreation will implement a designated driver program at Memorial Stadium, guest service location on the east and west concourses as well. So I will say this, I said the part about the 22 other college institutions where Aramark is involved in, and then obviously with the Arrowhead Stadium. I say all of that to say this is not their first rodeo when it comes to policing and monitoring alcohol consumption.
This is not their first rollout,
inside the stadium. And so it's not like this is some brand new idea. Sure, it's new to Nebraska, and Nebraska fans are going to have to adjust, and you're probably sitting there going, well, there's not much to adjust to. I drink during the game, and I come back in, and this, that, and the other. But there's going to be parts where Husker fans will have to adjust to just the new layout as well. There's new concession stands. There's new, specialized, areas where, okay, you get barbecue on this section and you get corn on this section. And so there's going to be, I highly recommend if you're going to that Akron game, on September 6th, guess what? I would show up right when the gates open and explore.
Nick, I'm glad you mentioned that because I want to get your input on this. The full list of food concepts. Here you go. The Black Shirt Barbecue. That's in section 7, 16, 26, and 38.
That's right.
There's the Tunnel Walk Taco. I like that name. Tunnel Walk Tacos. That's in sections 234, 339, and 604. There's Herbie's Burger. That's on company. That's on sections 23 and 39. There's the Chicken Coop on section 17. Cornhuskers Crunch Nachos on sections 32 and 34.
Hey, get the Cornhuskers Crunch Nachos.
So what'd you think about those? I got some more to tell me about those.
They are so good.
What made them pop to you?
So, I'm going to remember. I'm going to try to remember all the ingredients, and I tried to take notes on these. I tried to take notes on these here. So it was chicken queso, black bean pico, cilantro lime crema with tortilla chips.
Oh man!
Oh, it was good.
So a great combination there.
Yeah, it was funny because one of the jokes that I will make this on air, and I'll be fully transparent, is I was joking around with some other people of like they have the foot-long hot dog that has some corn slaw on it, and so they have a couple of other things that Fairbury has pumped out just for Husker game days. They were talking about the Husker burger, the Herbie burger, or whatever it is, where they have the red buns. That was something that made a lot of waves on social media yesterday, where the district manager, Tim Wachowski of Aramark, was saying that the factory will ship those in every single game day. So because obviously the red buns, you have to make them in the factory and ship them to Nebraska. So that is a thing for Husker fans specific there. And then the other part that's good is they're using Omaha steak patties. So you kind of know where they're coming from a little bit as well.
Flair.
So yeah, there's a lot of really, really good stuff. The barbecue was good. The Reubens were delicious yesterday, but it is going to be kind of comical because there's going to be now, instead of just Runza's and Valentino's pizza and hot dogs, there's going to be a lot more specialty foods.
Yes, indeed.
That people are carrying up to row 96 in the North Stadium, on any given Saturday.
Well, in section 28, you got the 1923 cheesesteak. Did you try that at all, Nick? The cheesesteak?
No, I did not try the cheesesteak.
402 snacks in section 601. Yep. The Cobb Company in section 5. Now, Nick, you were talking about the packaging.
Yeah.
Obviously, the options have expanded, but the packaging has improved as well, Nick, because some fans, they want to take home a souvenir. So the nachos will be served in the Cornhuskers Crunch nacho stand. Again, that's 32 and 34. They come on a cardboard box.
That's right.
With cutouts printed like Memorial Stadium.
Yep.
And the burgers served on Herbie's Burger Company. Those come in a box shaped like Nebraska hat. Nick, I put this in my notes this morning, okay? Purpose with every touch point with fans.
Yeah.
They have a purpose with every touch point and to build a vertical within the vertical. Because as you know, okay, the food itself that's one thing. But also, we wanted to take home this souvenir as well. It's not the plastic cups that us old guys grew up with.
Hey,
it was just
great,
though. It was just a red white plastic cup.
Do you remember the ones that, depending on how you would turn the cup, it would change the picture?
Yeah,
of it?
The monogram on there.
Yeah, it was like there was one where it was like, all right, Tom Osborne and Frank Solich are on, or not Frank, it would be Bob Devaney.
Yeah,
Bob Devaney and Tom Osborne on one side, and you turn the cup, and you just start to see Memorial Stadium covered.
That was our good
cup.
silverware with me and the boys growing up. Me and my brother Daniel.
Yeah,
my brother Mark was his equipment manager. He'd be in there washing the uniforms.
Yep.
And me and Daniel would go out there and get a ton of cups.
Yeah.
And we'd clean them, obviously, like crazy. My mom was like, I don't want them cups. I don't know where them cups been. So we would use it for the kids' cups.
Yeah.
So when our buddies came over, we would use those as our drinking cups, for our Kool-Aid, our water, etc.
I've never met a cup that makes ice water taste better.
That's right.
And they'd sweat like crazy. The amount of liquid that would be on the side, it was like it forgot to put on deodorant. I mean, it was sweating like crazy.
Devin Beatrice, good morning. She goes, how will this work for those in South Stadium? That's a great question.
Yeah, so I mean, that's why
that's a very good question.
That's why I recommend, once again, in the game against Akron.
That's a different setup, Nick.
That's why I recommend, if you're coming to the game against Akron or whichever game you come to first, like allow yourself to familiarize yourself with the stadium.
Like day old pretzels over there in South Stadium?
No. Before the game, you can maneuver through the stadium and down through the sidelines.
Kind of get the layout.
Stuff. Yeah, so like go explore. Like I was on. Okay, so. It was Jake, Sean Callahan, and I, and Robin Washington. We were walking downstairs as we were walking out, and we were on the east side, and it like that's where the Black Shirt Barbecue is, on the east side concourse, and we found one of the other places. I think it was the Cornhusker Crunch stands on the left side. Like so, there you just have to familiarize yourself, and I'm sure that this season. There's going to be a lot of people that every single game they get the same exact thing, because then that way they know exactly where to go and there's no hassle. But Aramark made it very clear yesterday when they were talking to us that priority number one is allowing fans to get to where they want to get to and then get their butts back into the seats to watch the game so that they miss less and less of the game. And that's why, once again, the checkout stuff, there's going to be technology that you basically put your food down on this scale and it will identify what you ate.
That is insane.
And then you just check out that way. And so it is very, very high in technology. Sure, there's going to be people that have a lot of questions, but if we have advice for you, number one, it's get there early to familiarize yourself with the stadium. What's new, right? There's going to be a lot of new things. The stadium, there's the turf is new. The end zones are a new color. Like there's going to be a lot of like things that are going to catch people's eye, that are going to stand there and gawk a little bit, which is a good thing. But then on top of it all, if you're going to get alcohol, make sure you have your ID ready.
Yeah.
Like make it quicker for everybody involved.
Absolutely.
You're trying to get through the line as fast as possible. Do your part to then allow it. Think about it like an airport line when you go check a bag.
Oh God.
Right?
Yes.
There's this group of people that know what they're doing when they go to the kiosk, they print out their bag tags, they already have them tagged on when they can get up there and check them. Then there's the other group of people that slows it down for everybody because they don't even go to the kiosk. They wait until they go see the actual attendant up top. Like, allow yourself. You want to get through the line quick, so does everybody else.
Nick, I'm going to say this on the opposite side. There's a lot of times, because you and I, we fly a lot. Be kind too, because there may be some older folks up there who don't understand the technology, but maybe this guy or this gal wants to get a beer and they just don't know the proper way to do. Be kind to people. Most people, Nick, are not doing it on purpose. They just don't know.
100%.
And I know some people in the airports. I'm in the TSA, as you know, is a beauty, so I don't have to worry about those things. But when I see somebody struggling and there's not an attendant, I'll say, hey, where's just trying to help them through that. Do the same thing at the stadium. There's going to be some folks. I'm not talking about the belligerent. I'm talking about the one that we can spot out that honestly doesn't know what to do. Maybe their phone, they don't know how to scan the thing or how to put it on there. Each one teach one.
Yeah, I
each
thought
one teach one.
The ID policy, I'll say it again, is very, very strict. They're not going to allow picture. Like it has to be a full-on government issued ID. And they're going to do it every single time. So even if you walk through the line 30 seconds after you just purchase some, get that ID out while you're waiting in line. Get that ID out. Get it out, ready to go, ready to be shown to the attendants there that are helping you guys out. And that is not. I'll say this too. 100% of the rules. Guess what? That the folks that are running the stands are enforcing. They're not from those people. They are from up top.
Right.
They are from Aramark themselves.
Absolutely.
So they're getting mad at nice, kind 85-year-old Betty that's just checking an ID because she's told to. That does nothing.
Or the 23-year-old that's old,
100%,
that's old enough to check your ID.
Yeah.
Well, you're not even old enough. They're just doing their job.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing.
Right.
Eric, what's up? Eric said he did the same thing talking about the plastic cups. Yeah, we all did that. Rubber duck. Jared, he goes, I don't know. Nick, do you know the prices? Because Jared says, he's got this great question, Jared. He goes, do we know prices of food? Because I have a feeling it'll be overpriced.
We know cost of beers. Beers are going to be about $12.
$12, right?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, now,
I think it said 11. Depends on it's domestic or
I would
import.
say like Mick Ultra might be 12. Busch Light might be 11. Bud Light might be whatever price.
Any Colt 45 in a brown paper bag?
They do not. Thankfully, no. So we don't know. We don't know prices of food though. But yeah, I mean, I would expect similar to like NFL game prices.
Folks, here's the thing.
Once again, like
look at it as you're going.
Look at Arrowhead.
Look at it as you're going to a movie theater.
Yeah,
you know it's going to be priced more expensive. And Jared, like I said, I'm not coming at you, but I just know when I'm going to a game or something of entertainment, it's going to be more than what I'm going to get it for in the store.
Yeah.
They're there to make a profit, and because the thing is like this: where else are you going to go?
Yeah. It's like Vegas. They know they got you cut
They know
up.
they got you.
They know they got you locked in there.
Locked and loaded.
It's gonna be really cool. I mean, if you're going down to Kansas City, which I understand in the grand scheme of it all is a small group. If you're going down to Kansas City, I kind of have an idea of, okay, this is what I can expect at Husker games in terms of prices, in terms of options, in terms of checkout systems, things like that. It's a new day in Nebraska in the concession stands game.
And they will also, just for some of you folks to know, they will also continue to carry the classics, the Runzas, the Fairbury hot dogs.
Yeah.
Of course, my man, Anthony Messinio with Valentino's Pizza, that is not going anywhere. Those will still be mainstays, revamped a little bit, but you'll still have those mainstays that are there as well. As far as pricing, I'm sure if you go to Huskers.com, they'd have more information on there as those roll out. Who knows?
Yeah, I was saying they haven't announced prices on food yet. That's usually a first game
surprise.
Hey, look, this is what we're gonna pay.
$85.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Folks, we'll be back with history. We'll discuss it. 10 o'clock. A lot of Huskers. We'll be back. It's The Drive.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Seems like just the other day, I was building my first house. I've seen many changes to our building market in Lincoln. It's been a fun road.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, we hear this a lot where I don't want to live in a cookie cutter home. Well, let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. One thing that we started doing early on was we started building neighborhoods. I'm a firm believer in character in your street and in your neighborhood. I like choice. I like variation. I like maybe something a little bit different in a neighborhood that you don't see in every neighborhood. I think it's great to have choices, its uniqueness, and I think that's what gives a neighborhood character. And I think that's what we've done over the years.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Nebraska football opens their season on Thursday, August 28th in Kansas City, and you can be a part of the best pregame tailgate party with Blur Events, live from Kauffman Stadium, home of the Royals. Doors open 4 hours before kickoff with a live DJ promoting interactive competitions and giveaways, tailgate games like cornhole, flip cup, and beer pong, access to ballpark concessions, and available air conditioning. Book your tickets today at blurevents.com/Kansas City and hang with 93.7 The Ticket on the scene prior to Nebraska versus Cincinnati on August 28th.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in August. Try their brand new S'mores cold brew with graham cracker cold foam. Also try a s'mores croissant and add cake batter cream cheese to any bagel. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Feeling off lately? Struggling with your mental well-being can make everyday life harder, and it can also increase the risk of substance use. Early support can make a big difference. Visit myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com and take the free mental health check-in assessment. In just a few minutes, you'll get non-judgmental feedback, local resources, and next steps to help you feel more in control and supported. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
When only the best will do. Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. Visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This song, Susan. It's only 7 days away.
Okay.
What do you say?
You got to think of some more words.
Think of something else.
Yeah, you got to build
7
off
days
of
away.
it.
The heck with the song.
You got time.
7 days away from Husker kickoff.
So
before the
6
great
days.
mind. Yeah, 6 days. I'm gonna make a song. I'll drop something, man. I'll see if I can
All right, good.
drop some bars.
Send us your SoundCloud.
Drop some bars in there. 7 days away, Nick. About this time next week, will you be going the night before or the day of?
The day of. So we'll do the show
Mm-hmm.
9 to 11, and then to Kansas City I go in the ticket mobile.
Do you know how bad? Now, Nick, here's the other part. Do you know how bad I'm itching to go play golf?
I bet.
Because you remember how many times we did that last year? Like we'd go play a quick nine someplace.
Did we? Yes.
You know,
yes, we did.
you
In the
know, or
afternoon,
just
yeah.
or be with some buddies, and you know, the game would be at night. Play a quick 18 in the morning.
Yeah.
And those are the things that I know that are gonna eat me alive.
Oh, for
but
sure.
I got to think about the other
I thought
side.
you were going to say you wanted to come down to Kansas City.
Mm-mm.
I was saying, well, you can just hop in.
No, you don't know. I don't do that. I don't do big stadiums much, man. I don't do big stadiums. Now, and really, I couldn't do big stadiums much. You know, just the moving around. I don't know what it is, Nick. I'm just, and Raph is the same. I can only speak for myself. I'm just not a
people person.
No.
No, I mean, you're a very big people person. So that's not
very
true.
introverted extrovert.
Yes.
So I like, you know how I roll, man. I
do.
like watching games in very small circles.
Yes.
I'll come down and do the show.
But you don't want people to see how you freak out if things go awry.
Yeah, I that temper I've talked about a number of times. Yeah, it kind of buzzes
you can't jump up. You can't be
I
so
gotta- you know
animated.
what, Nick? That's
you
a
better
great point.
seatbelt yourself to the chair.
I haven't thought about that, bro.
Come on now.
So if they just take care of, I'm just gonna talk to Rule and say, Coach, look, man, for my safety, would y'all please just take care of business?
Please take care of
not
it.
this on 3 stuff. No, I need you by 30, dog.
yeah, I need to be okay to get up and use the bathroom at the end of the third quarter.
I cannot hop up and slam chairs.
Exactly.
And yeah, Nick, I didn't think. I'm glad you mentioned that because
Man.
I did not even bring that in my thought process, man.
You can't turn a chair over. You can't throw it.
I seriously that now that's on my mind.
Yeah,
man.
this is going to be nerve-wracking. I'm serious. Get a seatbelt. Strap yourself.
I'm gonna have to watch it just like in my truck and just strap myself with a seatbelt, man. Put my laptop up
Where's
on the
AD?
dashboard.
Where's AD? He's in his car.
He's in the garage.
Yeah, he's in the garage in his vehicle. All the lights are off. You just see the little phone light illuminating the entire garage.
Hey,
I'm on a delay.
You joking, but that
Yeah.
might have to be an issue because
No.
you know how I snap, man.
Yeah, I know. The worst part is the phone's probably on a little bit of a little ahead of schedule than what the big TV in the house is. So you're gonna know what happens about 15 seconds before everybody else. Now, what you got for history today?
Oh man, for history today, folks, it goes back a ways because this is kind of talking about traditions and out with the old, in with the new, and do things. But in 1995, Nebraska announced it is retiring Herbie Husker mascot.
In what year?
1995. They retired the original Herbie. Then
Oh,
he came
gotcha.
back,
Then
of
he's
course,
back,
because there
yeah.
was a massive uproar. And
Oh,
now
yeah.
There's Herbie, there's Lil Red, there's Lil Wayne, there's
there's
Big
not
Pun.
Lil
I
Wayne.
mean,
Hey, I did say this though. T-Pain's coming to Lincoln. Do you know T-Pain?
Yeah, of course.
T-Pain's coming to Lincoln in October.
I love T-Pain, man.
I think I have to go to T-Pain.
T-Pain, when he sings Tennessee Whiskey, have you heard that one?
I have no. Oh, it's like a cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rudy, have you heard that?
I was thinking more like I'm Sprung.
Yeah, no, he's got a lot of different voices. He uses a lot of synthesizers.
I was thinking about some other stuff.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bang, bang, pow, pow. That's the name of one song. That T-Pain's on my lifting playlist. So I listen
Money
to
G,
T-Pain often.
what's up, my man? He goes, ADA, man, I'm being nice to people that are confused with technology. And Money G, I know you will be as well. And folks, listen, each one teach one. Most people that are, a lot of people that are slow, in particular our elder generation, they don't know.
Yeah.
Heck, my dad, God rest his soul, had a flip phone, for heaven's sakes. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
true.
Walk with them. They're not going to know right away. So walk with them. Think of, if you're over 50, think about how your kids teach you things. They're looking at you like, duh, but we weren't raised like that. That'd be like trying to teach you, Nick, how to run a VCR.
I grew up in the 2-on-2-and-1, the VCR and the DVD player in one.
But see,
you got to rewind.
Exactly. It would take you a while to get acclimated. So just keep that in mind.
Sure, yeah.
folks.
I'll go along with the joke. Yeah, I don't know how to run a VCR. Be nice to people. No.
Well, yes, be nice. Folks, we'll be back to talk some Husker football. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hog Wild's giant stuffed baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light winds and an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, a low near 67. And tomorrow, with chance of showers and storms arriving in the afternoon. Otherwise, mainly sunny skies with light winds and a high around 90. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
If the power is out, traffic lights might be too. If you come across a dark intersection, treat it like a four-way stop. See more tips at les.com/safety.
Looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through August at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines, or lock in a 1.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by 6.2% interest fixed for up to another 36 months. When planning for this year's harvest, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your Landmark Implement today and check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models, and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Lafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Me and Nick are welcome back to the
That'd be a major problem.
Yes, me and Nick are talking about not having sodas in our house. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, I cannot keep pop in my house. I will not keep, like at family gatherings, I will. But my brother Daniel, he will bring over orange Fanta, grape Fanta, strawberry Fanta. And I tell him, please take it with you when you leave. You know, family gathering, Thanksgiving, whatever it be, just a family get together. Because Nick, I was telling you, if I had a 6-pack of grape soda at my house, I would have 3 knocked out before noon. Because you can drink grape with your breakfast.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm fortunate. I don't taste the difference between 0 sugar pop and full sugar pop.
Oh, I'm not gonna. Oh, look,
and
DP
so
coming in.
DP's bringing in the cups
DP
of
coming
ice.
in
This
like
is
Isaac
nice.
from the Love Boat, baby.
Let me go ahead and
DP,
pull this
explain
up
this
here.
real quick,
Yeah.
man. Explain this real quick.
Yeah, it's.
Is it twist off?
Yeah, I think so. Well, especially when you're AD strong.
No, I was gonna say, I can't get it over here.
It wasn't really, but since it's AD, you know, you can go ahead. You got them reps.
Oh, you can smell it
before your surgery. So
the smell even.
Right. That okay.
Oh,
So this is the public notice for this idea and concept that I am efforting towards. Go Big Red Kool-Aid.
Oh my goodness! Look at this.
And they have created.
Hey, bring that grape on over here.
Yeah. They have,
bring
we're
having communion.
A buddy of mine down in Florida. He says, "Hey, do you know that their Kool-Aid made a soda, and they make so black cherry, orange, grape Kool-Aid soda, and the sugar. But guess
Reminds
what?
me of the Jammers.
The sugar content is actually lower than Kool-Aid and Coca-Cola. It's lower. It's like half of what Fruit Punch is.
Where did
And then when I talked to him, right, and so he sent me samples, and immediately we are officially going to have a Kool-Aid brigade here at the Ticket. We're going to sell Kool-Aid.
Oh,
brigade.
I would love it.
Right, but
DP.
imagine
Brother.
a day in the state where we sell Big Red Kool-Aid.
I do love grape Kool-Aid.
Isn't that just? Isn't that
it's
just
so
a
good.
Whole nother
And
level?
with the carbonation, it's really really good.
Right, and it's not nearly as sweet as
It's
you would
not.
think, right?
But it just hits the spot, man.
Right
It's
on a
just,
hot day.
Oh, bro.
It's crazy.
Oh,
It's crazy. So this is public notice that today that we are efforting Go Big Red Kool-Aid.
Go ahead and try that cherry over there. I haven't tried the cherry yet. We both indulged in the grape.
Right.
They need to sell this at the stadium.
Right. That was the part, right? That's
yeah, bro.
That imagine that you know, and the mill here could be the first to sell Go Big Red Kool-Aid. But imagine the gear that goes along with it.
Oh yeah.
And copyright, full copyright. Isn't that just crazy?
I just literally tasted my childhood in that.
Right?
cereal.
Like it was, bro, it's so good.
I can see my brother Butchie and Mark putting sugar in and just stirring
And
it.
here's the thing.
Oh yeah, and the pitcher.
Yeah, the big old bitcher that been there. That thing had been there since like the '60s administration, like with Nixon.
They only made enough. They sold out. It's not even available online.
Are you serious,
bro? We have this is the golden nectar, and I'm
Golden nectar.
Bro, when
I like that.
Oh no, this
the nectar of the Huskers.
Well, but think about where it took you. Think about where it took you.
It took me my childhood right away, man.
Right, that this is different. And then so hey, AD, the orange. Try the orange.
Oh boy, we knocked this one out.
Right, like
Yeah, one at a time.
But Nick, am I?
Oh, it's so good.
I'm not missing the layup here. But it's the public notice before anybody else decides to come on. We'll get with our printers and that sort of stuff. But
I can take these home, right?
Yeah.
I'm scared to open this one because I want to take it home.
No, I got one in the back for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got one in the back.
He's like, okay, fine. All right,
I got one in the back.
Let me just pour this out.
I got one in the back for you. You're okay.
Yeah.
You're okay. No, they sent me a 6-pack of each. And I wanted you to sample it because immediately in my head,
that reminds me of the Salvation Army Community Center. At the Shield, if you went to the Shield growing up, and you remember that Pepsi and Coke machine that was right by the boys and girls bathroom, as you went in the gym, they had that machine and they sold orange pop. This reminds me of the Salvation Army Community Center right on 27th and Holdridge.
Except it's Kool-Aid.
Oh my goodness.
Now, for
that was such a specific memory.
Right? For the
so funny.
for the adults in the room, AD, for the adults in the room, imagine those sodas with those clear adult beverages.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that really jumps it off, doesn't it?
Talk about refreshing.
The stadium could sell those.
Right.
That's my thought. That was my thought immediately.
Imagine those bottles flavored vodka.
They'd sell out.
Yeah.
First quarter, gone.
121,000 is not enough.
No, it would not.
It's not enough.
So we're gonna we need the folks in Chicago. So the rights belong to Heinz, Kraft Heinz. But since they didn't really do what they should have done in the first place, let your boy in the door.
Goodness.
Am I missing this? Like, I'm not wrong in this.
No, this
Nick,
is all.
Oh yeah, I got to try the orange.
Try the orange, and I just thought, like, we'll sell shirts here. We'll make Kool-Aid Brigade shirts, but I think Go Big Red Kool-Aid.
Oh, this is good,
right? And you could do Husker Kool-Aid.
Really
you could
good.
do
that
Husker
orange
Kool-Aid.
is slamming it.
That orange is really
That's
good.
the one that you start thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay, what can I put with it?
This takes me back to a baseball field.
Yes.
In the big 5-gallon bucket coolers.
Absolutely. Oh, there would be
with a little spout.
Yes.
You chuck the green, but it's not Gatorade. Obviously, it's Kool-Aid.
But can you imagine that? Can you imagine what happens with this?
Right,
right.
Finish it off.
He's on a reload.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, you haven't even gotten into. Imagine this combined as a punch.
Yeah.
This is. I'm just telling you. Go Big Red Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid Brigade it has
the Kool-Aid Brigade.
I like that. I
right?
like that.
Like all season long, we just we riding with it. Like, that's what it's gonna be, right? I'm gonna put this on Ellie in public because we had the staff meeting, Nick, and I gave it to Ellie to create the Kool-Aid Brigade shirts. It's time.
Kool-Aid Brigade.
All right, AD, you get either the grape or the orange. Which one would you prefer? You want the orange, don't you?
I'm gonna take that grape.
No.
Communion, man.
All right.
Yeah, it is fire. So I wanted to do that.
That's really good.
DP, thanks a bunch, brother. Folks, you got to check these out. These are off the chains right here. Oh my good Nick.
Yeah.
I see. This is exactly why I could not have in my house all the time. Because these would go down. I would eat this with my breakfast.
AD, I'm gonna be honest. It takes me back to the Kool-Aid jammers they used to be. Now they used to be, I don't know, maybe $2 at Walmart, where you'd get the pack of 6 plastic bottles.
My little kids, I say my little kids, my kids your age.
Yeah,
would get them.
Yeah, right. And you'd have the little plastic bottles, little screw top.
Yep.
And you would pack it in it'd be perfect in the cold lunch. But man, that's what this tastes like, just better.
You know, unknown text for 6445. Baker's Candies in Greenwood has a Kool-Aid bar. Can taste like 2 dozen.
Whoa! See, that's where the real money's at, is just having a Kool-Aid bar.
Oh, they're so good, man.
But is it wrong of me that I instantly thought of, man, you put a vodka shooter in here and it'd be really good.
Hey, you're of age. You're of age.
I'm of age. Yeah. If I would have said this 5 years ago, that'd be a little bit of an issue.
14?
yeah. Well, no, you know what I freaked out about is November's going to be 6 years of me at the ticket.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I cannot believe that. 2019 was my first year at the ticket.
And 2019 seems like it was just like 2 years ago rather than
I
6
know.
years ago.
I know, 6 years. But anyway, that's beside the point.
Appreciate it, DP.
Beside the point. But I instantly thought, man, this would be really refreshing.
It takes you back, man.
It takes you back, but man, it'd be really refreshing on a golf course or watching Nebraska beat the snot out of Akron on September 6th with a nice little vodka shooter.
Well, hopefully that's happening.
Grey Goose.
Yeah, Grey Goose.
Grey Goose.
Dave from Renew goes, talk about me watching the game in my truck. Why did AD start the truck in the garage with his windows
that's
down?
Horrible. There's always one that has to talk about it. There's always one.
He's no longer saying go Big Red. In fact, he's not saying anything. Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that deal. Hopefully they take care of their business. But speaking of taking care of their business, though, man, Nebraska obviously all due seriousness, but also keeping it fun. All due seriousness. We had E.J. Barthel talked about the running backs yesterday.
Yes.
Of how Emmett has picked up some weight. A good weight, actually muscle is what he's picked up. We had Satterfield talking about tight ends. Let's where we want to see. But let's start with.
We've heard that before. Hey, Adrian looks as good as he's ever looked. He's put on some really good weight. I bet he has.
I will say this: there's different people at the microphone this time.
Very much.
Yeah, I'm just going to say
which
that.
I will say, Scott Frost just made a decision on the quarterback. Should we talk about that for 20 minutes?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Here we go. E.J. Barthel, Emmett Johnson. Here's what the running backs coach had to say.
Put the hammer on him as far as getting his weight right, and now he's carrying 205, 203 consistently, and he can tell the difference. We can tell the difference. He's running behind his pads. He's getting physical when he needs to get physical. Everybody knows he can move laterally, but now he's starting to understand the difference between 205 and 193 and what that looks like. And so we're pretty pleased with that.
205 and 193.
Yeah.
Nick, me and you both know, obviously from talking heads, but just football within itself, not enduring the hits. You endure hits a lot better at 205 than you do at 193.
Sure. Well, I think from the
and real quick, and you deliver a better punch at 205 than you do at 193. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I think there's that part of it. I think when you look at Emmett Johnson, what Nebraska's going to need from him this year is he's going to have to stay durable enough to be able to play all 12 games. Like there's not going to be room for him to take a game off. Number one. Number two is like Emmett's got to be in this spot to where Nebraska has to find a running back to take the job. Like Emmett's taken it to this point, right? And there's been flashes in the last couple of years, even when Dante Dowdell was here, or even before that, to where it was like, okay, I feel like Emmett might be one of the better running back of the two, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is what you wanted. Like as kind of ruthless and cold-blooded as that sounds, it's like, all right, now this is what you wanted. Everybody else that was competing for the starting job is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska didn't go out and get another transfer portal running back. It'd be great. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It would have been great if Nebraska could have utilized the portal and got another body in there. But they didn't. They chose not to. Maybe they missed on Charmar Brown as well, the transfer from North Dakota State, who ended up going to Miami. Whatever the case may be, they didn't add to the running back room. They moved Isaiah Mosey, who's a true freshman, from wide receiver to running back. We know Mekhi Nelson is involved there as well. This is like, as cold-blooded as this sounds, I don't mean it this way, but Emmett, this is what you got. This is what you wanted. You're the dude. Go out and take it. Go show us.
Let me ask you, Swim, what's your confidence level with him being that go-to back this year? Just based off what you saw. Like I said, nothing but based off the body of work that you've seen so far, it's a healthy Emmett Johnson. Do you, at 205 or 203 compared to 193, do you see him being that dog?
I see him being able to take the next step because I think the offensive line has taken the next step.
Great.
Like let's not get it twisted that there's still got to be some push up front. What Emmett's able to do, he's able to make guys miss in the backfield, which is something that Nebraska hasn't necessarily had, whether it was through Anthony Grant. He showed flashes, right? But you go back to all the way to like guys like Marquise Stepp. Like now this is obviously transcending coaching staffs, but you go back to guys like Marquise Stepp and even at times like Divino Zigbo or going, more recent with some of those other names, Dante Dowdell, it was Nebraska hasn't had guys that can make the initial guy miss, the first guy miss. And then second is on the rare times that they didn't have somebody that could use their breakaway speed and get away from a defender.
Here's what I'm going to say about running back. But before we play a few more clips on here, we'll probably just go to the rest of the show with this as well, because we got plenty ample information to go over this. I am cautiously optimistic with Emmett Johnson. And one reason why I say cautionary is the health-wise. Can he stay healthy?
Yeah.
And because if he doesn't, I think Quentin Ives spells him. And Quentin Ives contributed for the first time this week, a healthy Quentin Ives. And there's a young man that I know that you haven't forgotten about, and I'm not saying any Husker fans have forgotten about, Janarian Parker. Now, I know he's a freshman, all right?
Yeah.
True freshman. Here's the reality, though. In the Big Ten, we know how rugged it is. Think about this 2 years ago when we had running backs dropping like flies.
Yeah.
And remember the comment that was made a couple days ago in the presser. It's not about how you're developing your first guys, but what about your depth, your second and third guys? You know what I'm saying? So to me, Nick, it's going to be interesting to see how many guys spell Emmett Johnson. I'm not talking because he's hurt, but because maybe he's winded a series or two to give him a break. That's what I'm going to be interested to see who spells Emmett Johnson.
I think so too. I am too. I think that guy is Mekhi Nelson, though. I really like Mekhi.
I think it could be as well. And I definitely didn't mean to forget him either. I think it could be as well.
I think from things that we've heard and just kind of trying to read tea leaves, it feels like Jamarian might be a little farther away than what they were expecting or hoping for him to be at this point of the year.
Well, we know Mekhi's not, because I heard he's hitting the hole fast.
Hey, Mekhi runs angry. Like that.
Violent.
There's the cliche phrase of like, he's an angry runner or whatever it is. And Mekhi's got, I mean, he runs with a certain mentality. Which that's then I will say this, like Emmett Johnson has to be careful to not get complacent.
Yeah.
Also,
bingo.
Like there's that other side of it too, to where you can get real caught up in being the guy and everything, like everything that was sent Emmett Johnson's way in terms of notoriety. And he was a guy that entered the portal and then was brought back out, and it was high level. Like people talked about it extensively. You can get caught up in the emotional side of things. In football, though, it's a results business. It's a results driven business. If Mekhi Nelson, after 4 weeks, is as good of a running back or is producing at a higher level than Emmett Johnson, put the personal feelings for like EJ aside. You have to play the guys that are giving you your best chance to win games.
And here's why I totally agree with you 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Holgerson's going to make sure it happens.
Well, sure.
Because everybody, in my opinion, Nick, in particular in your skill position, not just skill, but when you're OC, you have a new sheriff in town. It's like, I don't give a dang what you did last year, 2 years, 3 years ago. If you're not playing at the caliber we're expecting you to play at, you're sitting next. So Emmett better go out. I'm not saying he's not. He better practice every day. And that's not just him. That's all 105 guys on that roster, in particular your 2 or 3 deep. And your first deep guys, your starters, you better practice every day, every rep, every drill, as if you're trying to earn the starting position. Because if not, this is year 3, Nick.
It's
this
like,
is year
what
3.
are you doing?
Exactly. This is year 3 for Rule.
Exactly.
I don't think they're going to tolerate a half-baked effort. I just don't think they will. I don't think they will.
Let's hear, before we get to break, let's hear what EJ Barthel had to say about Mekhi Nelson.
Since Mekhi's gotten here, everybody's noticed and everyone knows about his explosiveness and his ability to find the end zone. I mean, that's pretty evident. So the biggest strides he has made has been off the field. He's really grown up as far as a note taker, as far as his attentiveness in the classroom. He's really understanding the seriousness of a mistake. If that makes sense. So like a young player may make a mistake and naturally just brush it off. But at this level, you only get 3 or 4 reps at a team practice, right? So we can't afford that. So
that is where I will say this, is that back in the spring and in the summer, what we were kind of told was that there were stuff off the field that Mekhi Nelson needed to work through. And just the maturing, growing up.
True freshman. Yeah.
And here he is. And if EJ Barthel is telling us the truth, that those strides have been met, that's why I truly am a believer in Mekhi Nelson for what Nebraska can do. Unfortunately, like I look at a guy like Quentin Ives, and he had a chance in the bowl game. If I want to say he scored a touchdown in the bowl game, but either way, I got reps in the bowl game. Kind of was looking at him as the RB2 going into spring ball. Got banged up, and for some guys it just doesn't work out. Timing is not on their side, and so they can get injured at the same exact time as a younger guy maybe makes a stride in the right direction, in the positive direction, takes a step up. And so I say all of that to say, I think you're going to see a healthy dose of Mekhi Nelson this year. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's some Husker fans at the end of a couple weeks here of the first couple of games and going, you know what? I really like what Mekhi Nelson brings to Nebraska.
And Nick, I think you're spot on. I'll tell you what else, man. Monty G, you're exactly right here. Nick, if you are coughing up the ball, you are done. Bottom line.
Yeah.
If you are, you know what?
Yeah.
And remember, we would hear that in the past, and we didn't see it reinforced. I'm going to tell you right now, Holgorsen is not going to mess around if you are coughing up the pill. Monty G and Ken, you're exactly right, bro. That is, and Coach Osborne was the same way.
Yeah.
Death nail. I don't care how talented you were. If you could not hold on to the pill, you were gone. And that's the bottom line.
Corey and Lincoln makes a great point on the text line, 402-464-5685, before we get to break here. Do we know how good of a pass catcher Mekhi Nelson is? Is that a natural part of his game, or does his skill set need to be developed? We know he's a natural runner. I wouldn't be surprised to see Emmett Johnson take the bulk of that in the receiving game for Dylan Raiola. I remember last year against USC when you watched, that was the first game that, no, I thought he was coughing on the mic. Eric goes, Nick thought AD was legit choking. No, I thought AD was just coughing on the mic. I was like, are we just getting everybody infected here? No, but what I was going to say is that you remember the game against USC. That was Dana Holgorsen's first game as offensive coordinator for Nebraska. And what you noticed about the way Dana called the game to start was that it was a lot of short, quick, and maybe some intermediate throws from Dylan Raiola, but it allowed him to get into a rhythm. And it used the running backs in the receiving game as well. And more specifically, used Emmett Johnson in the receiving game as well. And so I think that there's an avenue here, Corey, and everybody, to where Emmett is really the guy you lean on for pass catching, pass blocking as well. And then Mekhi Nelson is when you can strike while the iron's hot, or you sense that maybe you can break off a big one. Mekhi gives you the ability to make that big play, which, like I said at the start, Nebraska hasn't had a guy that can really get away from other guys, can outrun defensive backs.
No.
They haven't in a very long time, it feels like.
Nick, it's going to be exciting to see who that person or persons will be, because to your point, we have not had a take it to the house guy in a long time.
Yeah.
At any given point. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that. Folks, we'll be back. We're going to be talking some more. We got Satterfield still on there as well. We got some more from BJ Barthel, because we want to dig more into this as well. And Hartberg, he ran pretty fast yesterday. They clocked him at. We're going to discuss that as well. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.
We strive to help people get into home ownership. That is the American dream. Having something that you can go home at night and say, this is mine, is very important. The great thing about Remington Homes is affordability.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. We give you a lot of choices, and you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I could call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com or call 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Old School with Foreman and Orman.
Any tips for a dad who just volunteered to be a YMCA flag football coach less than a week before the season started because no one else had volunteered to coach the fifth graders up to that point?
Tylenol for your headache.
Put some in your cup. Put some in your cup, and make sure your contract is 1 year only.
Medicate, bro.
Frank Reich. Frank Reich at Stanford.
Yep.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Boom, 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 boom. Not 6, not 7. Actually, it's 7. Not 8, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. It's 7 games. It's 7 days.
7 days.
I said 7 games.
We got to think about this stuff before we
brush
start.
up. I was just trying to go off the dome. I got to brush up, Nick. That's just not my thing.
It's not as sharp as he wants to be. Used to be.
I know. The old man is fine. I'm creeping back in. Yeah. I'm creeping back in. Well, let's hop right back into it, though, Nick, because all seriously, EJ said a lot of things. Like I said, even as I was during break, I was just thinking about that. Nick, it's hard for me to even go back in my head to who that last breakout back was for Nebraska.
Well, it'd be Divino Zigbo's 1,000
But think
yard
about how
season.
long ago that was, though, Nick.
Well, yeah.
That's been like literally. How old were you when Divine was here? Because that was
18.
what, 6 years ago? No, yeah, it was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
6 years ago. We're talking about almost a decade ago that we had a running back that if he got the rock in his hands, he can go to the house. It's been a long time, man.
Yeah, so it was
for you to have to go, that shows you how long it's been.
2018.
That's a long time. And Nebraska was known as I back you for so many decades.
2017. My bad.
Yeah, I thought it was longer
Just
than
keep
that.
on going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was 2017. It would have been, it was, because then he started that season 3rd on the depth chart. Here's a question for you. Trivia question. Who was the starting running back going into that 2017 season? Starting running back going into that 2017 season.
Goodness, we've had so many running backs.
Or 2018 season, excuse me.
I couldn't even tell you.
He was a transfer. He was a transfer.
What school? Tell me the school he transferred from.
Oh, it was initially it was Arizona Western.
Oh, I can't think that young man's name.
Arizona Western. He was the number 1 JUCO running back. He ended up leaving, I think, 3 games into the season.
Named after that radio sports TV guy. Was it Wilbon?
Nope. Greg.
Whoa. Go ahead.
Greg Bell.
He was here for like a year, though, wasn't he?
He was here for 3 games.
3 games? Yeah, he was here like a year.
You're thinking about Michael Wilbon.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah.
You're thinking about Michael Wilbon.
Yeah, Donlin, Sam, you got it right.
Yep.
Donlin. Eric, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking Wilbon as well. Bill, unknown texture 1221. I totally forgot. Well, he was only here for 3 games. He was out.
Yeah, he ended up leaving. So I'm leaving. Do you remember where he transferred to?
No idea.
San Diego State.
Did he pan out there?
No. I mean, he was fine.
You know a running back that I was watching, John Goodwin sent me a highlight of him last night. Plays for Georgia Tech. Oh, my goodness, what is that young man's name? Plays for Georgia Tech, and I cannot wait to watch that kid play because he just like exploded on the scene. Shorter running back, but is the truth. What's at Georgia Tech?
Jamal Haynes.
When you get a chance, folks, look him up, Jamal Haynes, his highlight reel, because that dude is the truth.
He former wide receiver.
Yes, converted. Let's see what Barthel, what else he has to say on there.
Let's see. Okay, EJ Barthel. Let's talk short yardage.
And then we'll hop right into Saturday.
Yeah, here's what EJ Barthel had to say.
I think we were one of the better teams in the country last year in short yardage, and that's our plan is to carry that over again. You know what I mean? That's something that Coach Rule, our staff, Hogerson, especially Donnie, that's something that we pride ourselves in. That's probably the backbone of Nebraska football, I'd assume, is tough yardage, blue collar football, go get it, right? That's kind of our mindset, and so we won't skip a beat there. That's our focus, and we plan to stay ahead of the pack.
I get it. Short yardage might have been good last year. However, I will say this: Nebraska as a team was not great running the ball either.
No.
96th in the country. They averaged just over 130 rushing yards per game. If maybe this is a thing for me to do for tomorrow to kind of dive into it. Look at elsewhere across the Big Ten Conference and where teams land. Where teams land. Because just for context and purposes here, I mean, so Penn State had the number 1 rushing offense in the Big Ten Conference last year, 203 rushing yards per game.
Good God.
Can you imagine that? Iowa had 198 yards rushing per game. And now this doesn't automatically equate wins, but I think that the greatest example, and we can use real world here, is that think about the conversation you and I just had 30 seconds ago about who was the running back. Number one, not memorable enough. Number one. Number two, we listed off Greg Bell, Michael Wilbon, Terrell Newby, Divino Zigbo, Marquise Stepp. I mean, you can go up and down this list, but throughout just a couple of years and just rattle off name after name.
Anthony Grant recently.
Didn't necessarily produce at the level that was expected or needed for Nebraska.
And some of those, I'll give some of those guys a pass in that the system they were in, unfortunately,
sure,
who they were under. That's not throwing anybody bust. The numbers don't lie. That's just the facts. Nick, let me ask you this. Before we bring in Satterfield, do you think Nebraska, as stacked as we are, obviously Big Mackey being hurt early, I mean, first week was obviously horrible.
That's a big deal.
But there's a lot of tight ends we have in that room. How comfortable are you with them?
I'm very comfortable. I don't know if I buy into the tight end you conversation.
I don't either. You got to prove that first.
Yeah, I don't know if I buy into that, and that's something that has to be built over years in NFL draft picks. Now, I do think that they have good variety in that tight end room. I think you have things like that Luke Lindenmeyer do well. I think there's things that Heinrich Haarberg does well. I'm more curious about, once again, Nebraska's ability to utilize them. And I think one thing that we're talking about Dana Holgorsen, and we're expecting this offense to just be light years better than what it had been and has been in the past couple of years. I think with Dana Holgorsen, what I'm most excited to see is maybe something that doesn't automatically translate to success or failure, but it's personnel. Who's out there in what situations? If it's 3rd and 7 and it could be a potential run or a pass, or a 2nd and 7 and it could be a potential run or a pass, who's out there? Like what personnel is out there? Because you think about all the times that Nebraska's been bitten in the butt where it's been the wrong guys on the field. Right. You put guys, some wide receivers in over other wide receivers. And it's like that just doesn't match their skill set for what you need them to do in that given moment. And so I'm excited to see how the personnel decisions are handled across the offense as a whole, but especially at tight end, because I don't know how much to expect from Heinrich Haarberg. I think that this tight end room did change dramatically with losing Mac Markway.
Yeah, I do too.
I actually think that this isn't incredible analysis by any means. I wasn't so sure beforehand how much Heinrich Haarberg we were going to see. Now I think you're going to see much more
in multiple sets
because of what him and Mac Markway did, and it's somewhat similar. But Heinrich Haarberg can run over guys, but he's not the same build as a Luke Lindenmeyer.
Well, you look at Lindenmeyer and Haarberg, Nick, those are your elder statesmen in that tight end room. The rest of those guys are sophomores, redshirt freshmen. Literally, the rest of those guys are sophomores and redshirt freshmen. So those are going to be the two elder statesmen in that tight end room. Let's see what Satterfield had to say about those guys.
Let's talk. I mentioned this earlier. We talked about this, AD. Dylan Raiola getting into a rhythm, checking down, like taking the smarter route rather than maybe trying to force some things. Satterfield was asked about Dylan Raiola and his checkdowns. Here's what he had to say.
Check the ball down at times. A lot of times we may be in the protection and end up being a check down. And sometimes younger quarterbacks are not getting to that. And I think Dylan can get to some of those check downs and get some extra yards, just to, it's not there, check the ball down, and just real simple plays. I think Coach Holgorsen, says it all the time, like routine plays done routinely, and he allows us to do that.
Sounds like an offensive coordinator. Like that. I just go back to hearing him as offensive coordinator. No, I mean, he's right. He's right. It's that Dylan's got to got to be able to deliver the mail and do it in smart situations, obviously.
Nick, I think this year, from what we've heard, but also what we have seen him doing and heard him doing on the practice field, not only during the summertime, where you have those long summer evenings where no one's out there, but it's just being comfortable, being bored, and obviously now in fall camp, it seems like the game is slowing down for him. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's fast, you're just all over the place. You're frazzled. When it slows down, you're taking time to look through your progressions into making, and I'm going to say, safer play rather than the risky play. Because as we all know, risk. Unfortunately, this team has not done well with risk. Unfortunately, that's why we led the freaking country in turnovers so many years in a row, or right near the top as far as conference wise. So that's good to hear. To say when you can look at his checks and balances, it's slowing down for him to recognize those, and that's also familiarity. And having more time with Holgorsen for a year as well.
Rubber Duck from LinkedIn says, what would your confidence be in the running back room if we would have grabbed Charmar Brown? I will say this. I think we have a different starting running back if we grab Charmar Brown. I think he would have been right up there with RB1. I think we would have a competition where it'd be okay. First couple of games.
You think it'd be a Weebacks to see what happened for the first 3 games?
I think it'd be a conversation of they're going to get somewhat split. Now people would get up in arms about this, and I understand why. Somewhat even time on the field and what you see from whichever one. Byron Hog Farmer says Nick Brown would not start. I would disagree simply because of what we've heard from people inside the stadium. That's what I'm going off of. So now, granted, you have what you have. You have what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not me saying that I've been outspoken though that I wish Nebraska would have gone to the portal just to get another body, just to get another experienced body. But when it's all said and done, they did go out into the wide receiver room and boost that up dramatically.
Yeah, that wide receiver room. We're going to dive off obviously in this next 6 days into that more as well, folks. We got a break. I know we're going to dive some more of the tight ends tomorrow as well because there's a lot more to dig in there. There's a lot more to get into, and the days are ticking away too, which I love, man, because week 0 starts on Saturday. I thought there might be like a humbug game on tonight.
Oh, no.
NFL, we got that, of course. But anyway, we'll be back, folks.
The Cubs play the Brewers.
That is going to be a heck of a game. That will be a good game, though, man. You got 2 top-notch guys right there, 2 top teams in the division. So
what are the chances you watch the Cubs-Brewers game?
0.
I'll tell you about it tomorrow.
But I'll keep up with the highlights.
Yeah, there it is.
We'll be right back.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com. Feeling off lately? Struggling with your mental well-being can make everyday life harder, and it can also increase the risk of substance use. Early support can make a big difference. Visit myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com and take the free mental health check-in assessment. In just a few minutes, you'll get non-judgmental feedback, local resources, and next steps to help you feel more in control and supported. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
We strive to help people get into home ownership. That is the American dream. Having something that you can go home at night and say, this is mine, is very important. The great thing about Remington Homes is affordability.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. We give you a lot of choices, and you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hi, I'm Casey Oddie, and I'm the Retail Banking Manager at your local Midwest Bank branch on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Banking may be my job, but supporting the community is what I care most about. Whether I'm showing up at local events, partnering with schools, or helping people reach financial milestones, I am proud to be a part of what makes Lincoln strong. Let's build something together. Stop by and say hi. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light winds. An afternoon high around 88. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, below near 67. And tomorrow, a chance of showers and storms arriving in the afternoon. Otherwise, mainly sunny skies with light winds and a high around 90. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker, 293.7 The Ticket, and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. We are back. Last segment. The show has rolled by awfully fast. Hopefully it has for you as well. Hopefully the past 2 hours has made your morning go a little smoothly. A little more smoothly. Had some laughs, some talks as well. We tried Kool-Aid as well, Nick. We tried Kool-Aid. We had communion up in here. Appreciate DP for bringing that in as well. We are 7 days out, of course, from Husker season. The rest of the shows, I know we'll be diving deeper into this as well. Early break with SIP, Coach B, and Sorensen. They talked a lot about that as well. What you laughing at, Nick?
Well, so this comes from Pete Thamel just 20 minutes ago. He said Northwestern and former football coach Pat Fitzgerald have settled his lawsuit against the school.
How much?
Which was filed by Fitzgerald after his dismissal 2 years ago. Terms of the agreement were not disclosed. However, Fitzgerald sued the school for $130 million for wrongful termination. Fitzgerald's agent, Brian Harlan of Excel Sports, said, quote, "It was a lengthy process, but we're very, very, very satisfied with the terms of the settlement. Coach Fitzgerald is eager to resume his coaching career." So we don't know how much he got. But 3 varies by his agent will say it's been a nice little payday for Pat Fitzgerald on a Thursday.
Hey, and that was 3 varies, right?
3 varies.
3 varies.
It was a lengthy process, but we're very, very, very satisfied with the terms of the settlement.
Well, in the words of Frank Lucas from American Gangster, I'm gonna get that money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that money.
I read that quote. I was like, man, that's funny.
So, put it this way: even if he didn't get like 130, he got 100 and something.
Even if he didn't get 100, he got something.
He got paid. Because you think about that. What do you think the lawyer's percentage of what is that, Nick?
I don't know. I've never had a lawyer.
It was very nice. Put it that way.
Yeah.
So,
Brian Harlan's, I'm sure is pretty excited too as a little agent.
Yeah,
he's very, 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 very excited. That's funny. That was really funny.
Yep. Good for him, man. Good. I'm glad it got it resolved. Whatever happened there in Northwestern.
Oh, man.
And man, you look at everything that Northwestern's doing now. It was obviously a very ugly chapter. We don't know what took place there, what not, but obviously they felt enough that he had credence to where they paid him. Because first of all, if you didn't think you did nothing wrong on the Northwestern side, you're not giving up that money.
100%. Well, and a lot of times, so I would assume that they didn't go throughout the entire process.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine they were like, all right, can we come to terms on a settlement? Let's just get done with this.
Be done with this and get out.
And once again, Brian Harlan, Fitzgerald's agent of Excel Sports, said, quote, "It was a lengthy process, but we're very, very, very satisfied with the terms of the settlement.
Man.
Coach Fitzgerald is eager to resume his coaching career."
Buddy, if I know I got $100 million coming to me, take about another year too. I'm gonna take my time.
Yeah,
it's all good.
exactly. Exactly. Absolutely.
Folks, the 80 attitude adjustment today is this: left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. What I mean, it's just one step at a time. I keep telling myself that these my morning walks, my evening walks, and such it is with life as well. Left foot, right foot, and you'll make progress. And your left foot, right foot is different than your neighbor. So don't compare yourself to someone else who you think is advancing faster than you, because you don't know what they had to go through with their left and right foot. So just worry about your journey, but keep making progress. I shared with an audience yesterday at Pinnacle Bank. I appreciate them. 1% better every day in one key area. Not 80%, just 1%.
Let's tease our guest tomorrow. Tomorrow in studio from Fox Sports. We'll have play-by-play broadcaster Connor Onion in studio He's been on the show before,
Mm-hmm.
but he will be the voice you hear if you're watching the AVCA First Serve on TV this weekend from Pinnacle Bank Arena. So Connor is going to be in studio.
Nebraska, they first volleyball game tomorrow as well.
Let's talk a little volleyball
Yes,
tomorrow.
we will. Folks, have a great afternoon. Thanks for riding with us. Be nice.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations,